Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to show you on how to use the indirect function, the substitute function, the named range, the VBA worksheet function, and the Excel camera. So the objective of this video is to use mainly the two functions, indirect function and the substitute function, to search specific details. So for example, in this workbook, I have the different counties in Kenya. So in this particular worksheet, we shall search the county, the constituency, the ward, and in order to get the polling station. So in the worksheet written counties, I have all the counties of Kenya. So this is the county code and the county. So the counties are 47, as you can see, from Mombasa to Nairobi city. So without further ado, I'm going to start by creating the named ranges. So to create the name range for different counties, so we select starting from B1 to where we have Nairobi city. Then press Ctrl Shift F3, then select the top row, then click OK. So that creates the name range called county. So if we type in the name box here, so that is the word county, and then we enter, this will select all the counties. So let us enter. So as you can see, so it selects all the counties. So then we shall use one of the county to demonstrate how the indirect and the substitute function work. So I have very many counties here, that is all 47. But we shall use Tana River as our example. So in this county, let us create named range. So in the named range, we don't expect to have the space. As you can see, the word Tana River has a space. So therefore, we shall select these three cells. So where we have the constituencies for Tana River, and then we type the word Tana River without space. So Tana River, and then we enter. So that creates a named range called Tana River. If you select these three cells, so the word Tana River appears here. So we do the same to the wards. That is the wards under the different, the constituencies. So here we have, for example, Garsen, Galole, and Bura. So we select all these. So we can see the word Garsen, Galole, and Bura. There is no space, it is just one word. So you select that, then press Ctrl Shift F3, select top row, then click OK. So if you select this, it will give you Garsen here. If you select all these, so you have Galole. Then here, if you select all these, you have Bura. Then here we can see some words, they have they have spaces like Garsen South, Kipini. So let us remove the spaces. So we select that row, so press Ctrl Shift right arrow, then press Ctrl H to replace now the space. So here you key in the space bar for a single space, then in the replace, press the backspace to clear the space, then click replace all. So 6, we can see all done. We made 6 replacements. So click OK, then close this, and then let us check. So you can see, for example, now Garsen South is one word, Kipini West, and so on. Then to select all these, press Ctrl asterisk. So that selects everything there. Then press Ctrl Shift F3. So that is Control. So let me press Ctrl Shift F3. Then select Top Row. Then click OK. So let us try that one again. So that is, we press Ctrl asterisk to select, then press Ctrl Shift F3, then select Top Row. So that creates the named range. For example, here for Garsen Central, if you select all these, so you can see here in the name box Garsen Central. Then we go to this worksheet that is called Search. So this is where we shall search the different counties, constituency, wards. So once we click on the ward, we get the polling station. So we start with the county. In the county, so we create a data validation. So to create data validation, you can go to home, the data tab, then you select on data validation, so this one here. Alternatively, you can select this cell, that is A3, then press Alt DL, then Tab L tab to get the source. Then here we simply say is equal to county. So the named range we created, so it's called county. Then we click OK. So that gives you all the counties here. So you can see all the counties up to Nairobi city. So then here, so that is here where we have constituencies. We shall again create a data validation. So that is Alt DL, Tab L tab. Then here now we type in the indirect function. So before we do that, let us see. So we select, for example, Tana River. That is Tana River here. And then let us enter the function here in any cell. So that is equal to indirect. Then substitute. So the substitute here is to remove the space. So we can see Tana River here has space. So therefore we select here, then comma, then the old text here has space. So we create a single space, then comma, new space, new text does not have space. So that is, we put double quotes without space, then close bracket again, then enter. So that gives you the three constituencies, that is Garsen, Galole, and Bura. So for example here, if we didn't have if we didn't have substitute, we will not get any value there. So that is, if you just select the cell, so this one here, that is A3, so it will give you an error because of the space. So that is why we are using the substitute function. So now let us go to the data validation. So Alt DL tab L tab is equal to indirect. So in bracket substitute, and then bracket select C3. So that is this cell. So where you can see the cell here where the cell is dancing there. So then comma quotes. So that is quotes, put space, quotes again, comma, then quotes without space, then close bracket again, then click OK. So then let us try again that one. So we have indirect substitute, and then so we are supposed to select A3, not C3, so it is A3. So that is this one where we have Tana River, then click OK. So that gives you the 3 constituencies in Tana River. So for example, Galole there. So then here now we get the words. So we do the same. We create a data validation. Alt DL tab L tab is equal to indirect. Then substitute. And then we select this cell here, that is C3. Then comma, space, then comma, double quotes without space, close bracket again, then click OK. So now we shall have the words in Galole. So these are the words in Galole. So if we select here, for example, Garsen, so then now we have the ones in Garsen. If we select, for example, Bura, so that one changes here, and then you have all the words here. So in our next part, we want to search for the polling station. So that is once this is selected, so then we have the polling stations here. So we do the same. So we say is equal to, now this is on the worksheet because we shall have these polling stations peeling on this column. So is equal to indirect, then substitute, then select E3, then you can press F4 to lock that cell, then comma, double quotes with space to replace any space there, comma, no space, that is double quotes without space, close bracket again. And there we have the polling stations in Bura. So maybe we can create that is some color here. For that. So that is, then maybe here we can change it to white. So we can see there are some zeros down here. So we are going to remove them. So here then for the font color, so we put white. And then to remove these zeros, that is the zeros which were appearing here, or if any zeros appear. So let us see, for example, here we have Chewele. So to remove such zeros, so we remove any error there. So we say if this is equal to 0, then return nothing. So we use double quotes. Otherwise, return this formula. So you paste it here. Then close brackets. Again, still on the same, we can say if error. So return nothing. Then close bracket and enter. So therefore, if we clear here, we don't expect any error. So you can select now any word, and then you have the polling station. So maybe here we can type polling station, but that is what appear here. So our next part is to use maybe the camera in Excel. Or before we go to the camera, you can see that if you select, so for example, if you select any other county, so I think I had created for Mombasa, so let us select Mombasa. You can see this does not disappear. So we expect the details for Mombasa now to appear here, but Bura and Salah belongs to the county of Tana River. So to remove all these, we shall go to the VBA to create a simple code. So to go to the VBA, press Alt F11. Then in the worksheet that we are using, that is the search worksheet. So let us look for it here. So all these are counties. So this sheet 3. So double click there, then click worksheet. Then here we have change. So then here we say if target dot address is equal to a range. So we look at that range. So the range is A3. So that is A3 dot address. So then what happens? So here say then this cell, that is C3, will read select. So you say then range C3 is equal to, so we may put 3 dots, then you say select, then 3 dots. So you put double quotes here and double quotes here, then end if. So let us try that. So put end if. So let us try that. We select, for example, Tana River. So you can see the word select appear here, and it clears all the data. So we remain with Tana River data. So also here we shall do the same. So again we go to the VBA. So we continue with that code. So we say else if. So maybe we copy this one. So else if target is now C3. So here we change it to C3. Then the range. So you copy that. So then which range? So E3. So E3 will read select. So we say E3 is equal to, so we put double quotes, 3 dots, then we have select, then dot dot dot, close the quotes, and that is it. So let us try and see. So here we select Mombasa. So for example, we put Mombasa, and as you can see now the data here will clear. So then select Kisauni, select Topanga, for example, and then you have all the polling station in Mtopanga. So in my next part, so I show you how to use the camera, although I've used in my other videos. So maybe we copy this formula. So we copy it here at Q4. So we copy it there. Then we can now clear this. So we clear all these. So press on Home tab, then click here. So where it reads clear. So we clear all. So that clears the data there. So we remain with this one. And maybe here we can use the word. So which word is this? So here we can copy this. We can refer to this cell, that is E3. So here you can have is equal to E3. So that way, then this E3, maybe we can lock it using F4. And then we put some color. So here, for example, we can have blue. So you go to Home tab, then we have blue, and then the font color is white, and then the word here we can give it a different color. So maybe this one. And then now we can use the camera. So we put the camera here. So click on Home tab, select camera. So the camera picture will appear here. So that is the camera picture there. Then we remove this, and then we select the cells in Q, the column Q. So starting from here up to where the blue color ends. So here. then enter. So that is the picture now created. So that one, so we can now move the picture the way we want. So now if we select here, for example, Shanzu, we have that is the polling station in Shanzu. So let us center this one. So click on Home tab, then we center that. And therefore this can move. So we go back to Tana River and we see. So select, for example, Galule, select Chewani, and we have the polling station in Chewani. So let us look at any other county. So for example, we go to Meru. So Meru County. So we select, you can see. So for example, we can take Tigania East, then we select. So we have, for example, Karama, and we have all that. So we try any other. So for example, Nakuru, select. So for example, we have Gilgil, then Malewa West. So if you select, for example, Nakuru West, so Shabab, so we have those polling station. Maybe Nakuru East, so we select Nakuru East here. So you have all the polling stations. So let us try any other. For example, Kisumu. So select Kisumu Central. So for example, Market, Milimani. So we have all that. So what about Nairobi? So Nairobi, so we have all this. So for example, we select that is a constituency in Nairobi, for example, Westlands. Then Kangemi. So those are the polling station in Nairobi. So again, in Nairobi, we select Kasarani, then maybe Ruai, and we have all that. So that is how we use the indirect function, substitute function, and the Excel camera, and also the name range to search specific details. So thank you for watching my video, and see you in my next videos.